Hello and welcome to the Anywhere Door and Other Cider Studios. I'm your storyteller this evening, Ambrose. I go by any and all pronouns. And tonight we continue with the story of Arcane Corps, Gifts of Fear, a limited series using the Magnus Archives role-playing game to explore the world of the Arcane Corps as well as the personification of something we, as humans, have to deal with day in and day out: fear. The team has formed with secret agents Orpheus, Janemba, Ezra Todd, and Hunter Agent Marcus Adani. They have been asked to look into the case of a missing secret agent, specifically a part of the Supernatural Artifact Retrieval Task Force, Annie Parkerson. Though they all will be focused on this mission, they all seem to have other cases or focuses on their minds. Some deeper mysteries expanding over a decade. Some are more personal and tied to their upward trajectory within the Corps, and others are hidden from view. They all listen to the distracted report of Reggie Morrison, who discussed a successful midnight auction bust, but the other interaction with the unlisted items they found, as well as Andy's odd behavior before they went missing. There seemed to be a silent weight over the agents and the head researcher, Theo, an unstated belief that Andy may have met a sinister end, despite some people still holding out hope. But a quickly sketched premonition of a bloody bathroom might have sealed the deal on that glimmer of fate, of hope. Now, it's time for these talented agents to get to the bottom of it. Find proof, bring Andy home, however that may be, and locate the missing item. Now, let's meet our characters.
Hello, my name is B Zelda, they, them pronouns, and I'm joining y'all playing Janemba, they, it. Janemba is a protector, a demon who was summoned from one of the many circles of hell, and you can picture them wearing like a nice purple or blue Adidas tracksuit, and really working towards a promotion in the workplace.
Hi, I'm Maz. My pronouns are she, they, and I'll be playing Marcus Adani today. Pronouns he, him. He is a hunter occultist with a love for baked goods, especially muffins. Today he's making some German chocolate cake muffins for the office, but he'll keep it to himself because there's some pressing things he needs to look after.
Hello, my name is Sinziak, pronouns he and they, and today I am playing Orpheus, pronouns they and them. Your resident occultist, slightly moon-obsessed practitioner of the magics, who at some point is going to get Janemba to recognize them.
Before we continue, some content warnings for your awareness. Minor gore, body horror, frightening and intense scenes, dark themes, descriptive scenes of death, descriptions of a dead body or murder scenes, potential character death, NPC death, feelings of being watched, mannequins, clowns, and other uncanny valley individuals and spiders. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, without further ado, let's continue. The Arcane Corps HQ was a hidden marvel. To the mundane eye, it looked like an abandoned factory, the Jumping Jack power plant in Brooklyn, New York. Its tall windows busted, the brick walls crumbling, and the door falling from its hinges. But to all Corps members, they can see past the threshold, a masterclass of illusion work, to be honest, and see it for what it truly is: a functioning building, a repurposed factory, now a hidden agency. Smoke of shifting colors bellowing from the tops of flue gas stacks, the sun showers persisting. We follow the camera as it passes through the double front doors, as we see the hustle and bustle of Corps members dressed between super professional and street tech chic in the main level. Crowds follow onto an elevator. Doors close and open with a resounding ding to the 4th floor, the research and development floor. All glass rooms set up as offices mixed with research tables, whiteboards, and high-end equipment met with magical contraptions. Though this provides a sense of wonder and intrigue, we are more focused on some back rooms, meeting rooms in the far back corner of this floor, where the remaining members of the SART team wait. A mixture of nervous concern and guilt weigh over them. The guilt is felt mostly by one in particular, Natalie Lowe. She couldn't escape it. She knew that she was unsettled by the item that she had last cataloged. It had really, really gotten to her, and she needed to take a break from it. But a bit of a break had turned into more of a long, paranoid fever dream of arrest. 30 minutes turned into 3 hours at Medical Bay in one of the resting rooms because she was scared. She's seen some terrifying things working at the Corps, that's true. And this shouldn't have been anything new. Not really. If anything, it should have been a breeze. But this time, this item, whoever its effects were, really got to her. She even felt it now. Kind of like the creeping, crawling feeling over your skin when you walk through spider webs, or when a shiver goes up your spine when you feel like something is wrong. She got checked up to make sure no ill effects were lingering, and they cleared her. But she still felt like something was off. She paced in this room. Reggie sat in a chair, elbows on top of her knees, hands steepled as she waited for whoever was tasked to look into Andy's case. It was going to happen. It was inevitable. Juliet sat in a corner, large headphones blasting music to drown out the surroundings. She wasn't going to get any comfort or reassurance from her teammates, Natalie realized. Everyone was busy dealing with their own feelings. She sighed for the umpteenth time since she's been in this room, her pacing continuing. We watch as she passes the reflection of a glass within the door of the room. We see her reflection, but then we see something just over her shoulder, part of a face looking out from behind her chestnut brown hair as she passes by. We return to our team that's just been put together. Y'all just kind of wrapped your meeting. Y'all listened to the report. Y'all had some thoughts. Some things happened, but got a lot of information to work off of that might spearhead you in a direction of where you would like to go. There had been a sketch done from a premonition that was passed off to Marcus from Orphe. Orphe, you passed a note off to Theo to be read at a later date, whether that is immediately or sometime today. Who knows, really? And y'all are discussing next steps. Like, where would y'all like to go? Y'all have a lot of direction here based off of the last time we've met, everybody.
We need to go to Andy's place. I want to examine their abode.
Sorry, did you say something about examining a commode?
An abode? A home.
Oh.
Ezra
right.
pinches the bridge of his nose at the commode. I think
like
that's a
before
lovely idea.
That That is a lovely idea. On the note of lovely ideas, I still want my bacon, egg, and cheese bagel that I've been waiting to get now for like at least 2 hours.
We can stop by before we go. I'm fine with that on the way. But there's also the team. If we wanted to talk with them, granted, we don't all have to talk with them. We can split up.
Who again?
Oh,
The
like
team. They're
team starts. The ones that did the bust a few days ago.
Yes. Are they available?
I believe so. And you see like Ezra flipping through paperwork and stuff like that. Yeah, I think they're in the research and development department. They're in a meeting room. I'm assuming they were asked to like stay put for a little bit so that one of us or multiple of us can ask questions before they're like discharged because they need some rest. You know.
Then yes.
I'm typically not good with interviewing, so if anybody needs a second, I can join in. And then we can get to the abode.
I'll tell you what. Marcus, would you mind joining our newly promoted manager Jademba to the scene while I have a quick word with Ez about a thing I'm kind of curious about?
Raises an eyebrow. Okay, that wasn't cryptic at all. Sure.
Will you two speak to the other team?
We can if you would like us to.
Yeah, manager in
My
training.
communication skills are not always good.
I see.
Okay. like as was like.
Well, you know something? I am going to go forth and talk to the other team with the utmost confidence. Thanks to your directive. As a matter of fact, I will probably just go step away and go do that real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, running away actually.
Ezra quickly packs when you like literally like I'm gonna go. It's like okay, like it was like meet up somewhere. Like well, if we can meet you at the place, if y'all are there before we are. Yeah, toodles, and then walks quickly behind Orphe.
Remember, you have our phone number.
Oh yeah.
Both of us.
That feels so accurate for these two particular characters because they're like, oh right, we can connect and contact people. Yes. Mm-hmm. So y'all separate. We're gonna follow Orphe and Ezra first. All right. You are hustling and bustling. You're on the 3rd floor. So you need to take the stairs up one or the elevator up one if that's how you roll.
We're gonna take the stairs. I'm gonna take the stairs.
All right, cool. So you do like one of those fire exits, like the echoey, like staircase, and Ezra follows you.
Hey, Ez.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not that that's necessarily any of my business, and I'm sure it isn't, but I will say this. 1, be careful out there. And 2, if you need backup, please let us know. As we have learned from our recent debriefing, doing things by ourselves is kind of dangerous.
Like stops on like the midway point between stairs. Like so like, oh, you're not fully to the next floor. Where is that coming from?
Reading self-help books and all of that other stuff and talking about the importance of not handling life struggles on our own.
I appreciate it. I wasn't planning on going like full like solo or anything like that.
Good. I'm gonna hold you to that, by the way.
Okay. I wasn't expecting to have like you know what? What am I talking about? You're into moon shit. You're into divination and tarot cards. Of course, you're worried about my spiritual well-being and health. And then continues
Well,
walking up the stairs past you.
I am, and in fact, one of the cards that we drew, had like one of the cards that you asked me not to draw one for you today, I believe.
I don't remember that. Like, he's looking up into the corner. If you would like to draw a card for me, you totally can.
I'll see what I can do.
But I'll be okay. Like, don't worry. I'll ask for help. I will not go off on my own. Scout's honor.
Don't worry. Did you miss our most recent meeting debriefing? I feel like I have like plenty of cause to worry about that, and maybe a little bit more so than usual to worry about you. But it could just
What
be...
about me makes you worry about my well-being? Why aren't you worried about Marcus or You know what? Janemba's fine. I think Janemba's fine. But like, yeah, why are we worried about me? I'm a capable person. Extremely, actually.
And that is the part that I'm worried about.
Okay. Well, claps.
Haven't you heard the, like random memes and other things about checking on your strong friends and making sure that they're okay?
Yes. I have seen those. That is very kind of you.
Clap him on the shoulder, and almost with a bit of knowing, I'm just like, there is something to be said about how the natures and particulars of our job can send us in unexpected directions. And then I just keep walking.
The audience and the camera sees Ezra just like staring at the back of your head with like the most confused face. Like just like, okay, all right. And then like starts walking up after you. There is a moment of like, I'm trying to find the word to describe it, but like the mask falls a little bit, if there was one, of like, hey, check on your strong friends. I think that resounds in his head a little bit as he follows up after you. You open the door to the 4th floor. You see the same glass offices, like set up very spacious away from each other. You know that there's meeting rooms all the way in the back, so you're looking for any of the ones that like are preoccupied. There's like 2 or 3. Y'all do have files of who these people are and what they look like, so you know who to look for, especially Regina, the person that like was very much like in your face in terms of the documentation. Are you opening the door, or is Ezra opening the door to this meeting room?
Good question. I think...
Who's first? Like, is like just my only question.
I think I'll make it me.
Okay. Because you were like ahead anyway. You see the preoccupied sign above. You open, and you see a woman pacing with chestnut brown hair, like hands behind their back. They usually have like a very like olive tone, but they look kind of sickly a little bit, maybe like really tired, really exhausted. That makes sense. You see another one in the corner with headphones, has moved the chair because there's like a table in the center to the corner. Is trying to be isolating at the moment. Has headphones in. Has like really like shaved head all the way down. It's colored purple. Their eyes shoot up. They look disinterested, but they're giving you their whole attention. And then at the table, you see a woman who has pushed away from the table, is leaning forward, again, elbows on their knees, hands stapled, kind of like staring off into the distance near the door. So not like hawk-eyeing the door, but just a few like inches away from doing just that. And immediately focuses on you as you enter. And this woman has like dark skin, curly hair put into like a messy bun, and is like clearly works out. So like clearly like muscular, very muscular. Not exactly what you expect for like a seeker branch person, even if they are sarts, but still, like, it's like, okay, all right, sure, but her, like, very steel gray eyes focus on you as you enter.
I give everyone a respectful nod. And I guess because she's the person whose eyes caught first, kind of go. I assume that this is one of the days where it's probably better to get straight to the point. So,
You are right.
we're here to do a little bit of research.
I would like it if you introduce yourself before you start just getting to the point. I'm Reggie, and you are?
Um, I'm Orpheustera, and behind me is Ezra.
Ezra waves. I feel like I know you, points to Ezra. I haven't seen you before, but it is an absolute pleasure to meet you. And yes, this is a straight to the point situation. Like, shifts to, like, to fully face the table, elbows on the table, then gestures towards the other side of it for you to sit.
Okay. I kind of make my way over and wait for Ezra to sit before I do.
Okay. Ezra like gives you a like raised eyebrow and then sits.
Mostly if she's focused on me, I would rather that, because I feel like she's the kind of person who, if she looks at you, it can be kind of intimidating for some
Yeah.
people, and I am trying not to have Ezra catch any of that.
That's so thoughtful. So it does help. Like, the best way to put it is like you kind of center yourself a little closer to where she's sitting, since it's like you are both on the same side. She's the only one on that side. But she's still like, she focuses on you for a moment, and then focuses on Ezra for a moment. There is that level of intimidation just because of her presence. It might seem, actually, this might be a roll. Psychology, to see like what's going on with her right now.
Okay. I don't know what these letters mean, but I have an I there. Okay. I'm trained in this. Oh, there's that. Oh, it draws from my intellect pool. That's what that is. Okay. And
you got
I'm
it.
Trained.
So you were trained. That means that it's one step easier. So you had to hit a 4 for her. But because you are trained, you have to hit a level 3, meaning 9 or higher.
A level 3. Okay. And edge is for a completely different thing. Okay. How many dice am I rolling?
Just one. Just a D20.
Oh, a D20. I was about to pull out a bunch of D6s. Okay.
To be fair, yeah, that's what I normally do. What was it?
That is a 3.
You don't know this woman well enough to like find out what her base is. So like she's like very stone expression. Just a very intense look. You've seen worse though, in terms of like hard-boiled individuals, but like she's given that vibe.
Okay, so I believe you are aware of the situation, and I pull out notes as I'm talking from a recent meeting, that you are aware of one of our cases involving a certain music box that went missing.
Yes, I'm very aware. I'm assuming you've
been asked to look into that a little bit further, let's say.
Yes. You read my report or listened to my report, either way.
We did. As far as I know, we actually did.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, we did. So, actually, I suppose we had a couple of questions here. as I'm continuing to flip through the notes because words are escaping me, my first question would be, how well did you know Andy prior to this incident?
She raises an eyebrow at you. I've known him 2-3 years. He's been here for 4. So yeah, like he started with the Seekers. He's been a researcher. I think he went to school 4 research subjects. He had double majored in I forgot what the other thing he majored in, but he majored in occult as well. Stumbled into the right field, I suppose, for the Corps. Yeah. He loved working here. And yeah, good kid. Good at work, very diligent, very, very good at what he does. I don't think we would have been able to get the bust if we didn't have his help in the first place. And please don't spare my feelings, darling. Just get to the point.
I guess another question I would have would be, what changes did you notice about him shortly before his disappearance?
She like purses her lips and like leans back, so like that tension in her shoulders, like the clasping of hands over the table, relax a little bit. Probably like this is a question she was expecting now. He was a little impatient before. Like, he did understand and like looks over at Natalie, who was pacing, stops to look at her, but then continues pacing. Understood that like wasn't feeling too good. Natalie wasn't, but just wanted to get it over with. These items left a bad feeling in all of us. So I understood that, like in all my teammates. But I was busy with my own, with Juliet, doing our own research into one of the items. And I didn't realize he started until he let me know that, like, hey, not feeling well. I was like, oh, why are you not feeling well? Oh, I got started on it. Why would you get started on it? Like, we have all seen what these things are like so far. Why would you do that? But told him to go check it out. Told him to make sure he's doing well. He just looked a little tired, a little out of it. Best way to put it is like he seemed like either had a headache or fatigue or something, but he didn't complain about pain or anything. It wasn't something I was 100% worried about at the time because, hey, Natalie went and wasn't feeling right. Maybe he wasn't feeling great either. So I was hoping that I would find him at the medical bay with her. But I checked his workstation. Most of his stuff was left behind. He was gone. And music box was gone.
Did you manage to capture any information about what he learned about the box?
The only thing we knew is that it had because we listened to it, like parts of it. Very haunting melody, nothing, like otherworldly or anything like that. Music was very, like typical somber music box, creepy vibes. I forgot what it was, like classical tune of some sort, maybe. I'm not into that. I'm not a music person, so I don't know exactly. But it was beautiful, all things considered. Handmade, carving. It had like a ballerina in it. Like it looked like it was like for like a young child or like something you would gift to someone that is a ballerina kind of thing. Looked normal, but all of them look normal. So
I take a moment to pause and make notes and also like leave a bit of space in case Ezra wants to ask a question.
So Ezra follows through with it, like letting you do you, and then he will follow up. Ezra like shifts in his chair, has been taking notes, and then says, outside of how he looked or how he acted, was there anything unusual that he was doing in terms of mannerisms, thought processes, phrasing, anything that might be different than his norm? I know that my colleague here, Orphe, kind of asked that question, but like anything that just seemed a little off for him. Something that was, it could be something as simple as he was fidgety, or he used a phrase that he never uses, or anything like that. Could be an indication of like mental takeover of some sort, or anything like that. Like anything, did he seem like he was hiding that he took the music box, or anything like that? You see Regina like a moment of like, what is it, like offended? Like not terribly offended, but just like, no, I didn't know that he stole anything. Like I didn't get that vibe from him. But, and she thinks about it, like rolls her eyes into the ceiling, up to the ceiling. He was doing something weird. It was just very minor though. Like you know how like people get twitchy when they're nervous and stuff, or like he wasn't feeling well. So I thought that maybe like, oh hey, like you know, whatever that might be. Maybe like it is a headache, or maybe like he's having a moment. But it was kind of like his shoulder kept twitching, if that made any sense. It was very minor, but never really thought anything about it. Other than that, like he acted normal, talked the same as he normally does. And
That shoulder, was that the left or the right one?
she thinks about it. She's like doing that thing where like I'm facing him, and like his left. Okay. Like Ezra is like taking those notes.
I pull out a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. I pull out a pen. It looks like I'm about to write. And I try to summon a premonition. The premonition being about what Regina saw the last time she saw Andy.
Okay.
Because he's describing things like shoulder twitches, odd behaviors. So what I'm trying to get to is just like the last time, for example, they would have had a conversation. And I think the way that I'm going to try to channel this is very similar to the last thing, where I just try to like do like as like a rough sketch of the stuff that I'm seeing as I see it, and then asking questions about what comes out in the drawing.
Okay. So with premonition, and you have 2 edges, so like it doesn't cost anything for you. You learn 1 random fact about a creature, object, or location that is pertinent to the topic you are designated, which is, what did she see when she last talked with Andy? Like, what was about him, like that. So I would describe this as you're doing your usual premonition rituals of a way quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And similarly, visions cross your mind. You are kind of teleported in terms of like current time. Like you're still obviously in the room talking with her. It's a split second visual. The ritual rooms, which you've never been to because most people don't usually go. Ritual rooms are like the high grade R&D rooms. The only a few types of people who go this way, that would be the Sarts, and that would be like higher level people. These rooms look like glass rooms, very similar to the R&D rooms you pass, but they're kind of suspended in like air. It looks like there's nothing there. It's like emptiness, blackness surrounding it. Apparently there's nothing lifting it up. It just looks like it exists out of space. But if you were to leave the room, it would go into like a hallway that clearly is attached to a space. And it looks like a normal hallway, like kind of same structure of the core. Brick or plaster, mixture of that. And you see Reggie is with Juliet. Juliet's in the corner. They're playing chess. So like it's dead center. They have monitoring going on, looking at what they're doing. And they also have they have digital and then they have analog ways of recording information just in case, depending, because if it's extremely powerful, digital will be not useful. So they are doing recording devices. They're doing cassette tapes. They're also doing cameras and stuff. They're playing chess on a chess set that has, what is it? It has rough edges carved from bone, which was noted in the recording, in the report. And it looks like it should be a normal game, but there is tension between the two as they're playing. And then through Reggie's point of view, there's a knock on the door. And then you see standing there in the doorway is what you assume you have seen a picture of Andy, which is chestnut brown hair, up to the chin, warm blue eyes, freckled skin, looking very Professor Stiston-esque. So sweater vest with a collar over it, probably has a blazer, kind of because Ezra kind of dresses similarly, but Ezra is a little bit more chic with it. So a little bit more up to date and looking cleaner. But this is very skittish, shy type of demeanor. And you see that skin is pale. You see those eyes are still warm blue, but they look kind of unfocused in regards to hey, really tired looking. Definitely need to go to they definitely need to go to medical. Maybe they're not feeling well. And they're having a conversation of hey, I'm not feeling well. I'm gonna head out. Regina pauses. The tension is felt, transferred to you a little bit of what she was dealing with, and she's oh, okay. Need anything? And then discussing oh yeah, I was looking at the music box, and then there's some anger there of no, why would you do that? You should have waited. It's yeah, but it was just tired. And then you can see while they're having this exchange, you see the left arm twitching. It's very sudden, very jerk. It's not a lot, but it's enough where hey, you're twitching, are you good? It is brought up, or hey, maybe you need to get some food because maybe low blood sugar. Twitching is a sign of that. It's oh yeah, I have a candy bar or something that I can pop real quick before I have dinner.
Is the twitching attached to anything? Does he have a hand in his pocket when he does that?
His hands are out, so he's doing this. But if you want to see if it's attached to something,
and I do.
Let me see. What do you do? Is this occultism? This might be occultism.
Oh, we love occultism.
Yeah, and you are trained in it. So this would be a 5 because you're doing a deep dive within a dive here. So this is gonna be a 5. So you have to get a 15 or higher.
A 15 or higher?
Yeah. If there's a way you can make it easier for you.
Okay. I have rolled a 17.
That's amazing. You did well. All right. So with a 17, because you might get stuff here. Let's see. 17. No. In regards to if it was a damage attack related stuff, you might have gotten a little extra something, but that's not what this is. So yes, you're gonna say something.
It was a damage attack?
Yeah. So 17. 18, 19, and 20 rolls get extra stuff, but in regards to 17, it has to do with if you're attacking something. For 19 or 20, you might get something special, depending on anything, to be honest.
Now, before I find out what the something is,
Yeah.
is this one of these moments where I could just be like, you know something, let me ease that difficulty and see what happens?
If you would like to ease it, let's see. You would need to do like a effort of, yeah, like it would be 3 essentially. But you have an edge of 2, and this is an intellect one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like you just give me 1 point to ease it by 1 step.
Okay.
Okay, so that might make it a little more interesting in terms of like you are seeing more. Like let's describe it as like the extra focus you're applying was a little blurry because again, another layer of viewing inside of a vision, inside of like finding out what's wrong with this vision.
No, I'm like looking at the vision like it's CCTV and being
exactly.
Like,
so like
enhance,
you're just like, enhance. So like it's literally like it's like focusing on the shoulders, and you can see when you do enhance, zoom, focus on the shoulders, it's not just the left, it is also the right, but the right is more balanced, it looks like. Like, hey, whatever's going on that was what was happening with this character was fine over here, was having a harder time here, doing whatever it was doing. And you also see like something very thin, like the light catches it because the room is lit, right? And it's like a very like bright neon light kind of thing, like a fluorescence in here. And it catches as soon as he like turns. It's like, hey, I'm gonna be fine. It looks like a thread of some sort, like trailing up to like where his shoulder blades meet, so like the back of his neck. And you see the last twitch that he has before like you back out of the vision. There is like a movement or a tug of some sort as he does.
And I just let out a long breath after that. And just, there's a sketch. The sketch looks dramatic because it looks like spider webs are coming off of Andy's shoulders in the last, like, they're all drawn in like rough panels and all of them look normal, but the last one seems like something out of a Junji Ito comic because there are like spider webs coming off of Andy's shoulders.
Hell yeah.
And then there's just nodding, just
Okay, this is where I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to give you a GM intrusion. So, you drew something that is very detailed. All right, like very descriptive. And Reggie isn't really paying attention to what you're doing. Like, because she's saying it as like, hey, each individual here has their own way of like perceiving information. Then I might not, because they're not exactly like a magical person. They're like, oh yeah, people use whatever method or medium they use to like channel things. But there are 2 other people in this room, and one of them is very antsy and was pacing, and has walked past you and has noticed what you've done. And stops, and this is Natalie. And she says, "What is that?"
hopefully helpful.
Like, is that like, how did you even do, like, are you like doing a premonition right now, or are you like, what is this?
Oh, well, kind of, sort of. One of the, like, just say one of the astrology girlies, I believe is the term that the kids are using these days. I do tarot too, if that helps.
No, it doesn't. Like, she like reaches for it, but like stops because it's your paper. She like,
I like ledger domain the whole book into a pocket.
Just do it. She's like that looked really serious. Was he like puppeted or something? Ezra chimes up like, hey, we don't know yet. Like, this is something that Orphe does, channeling information. Like, it could mean a lot of things. It could be metaphorical. It could be literal. We don't know. I don't want you to worry or anything like that. Like
And it's just like, okay, am I gonna do this? Because I guess I'm gonna ask you, DM. I'm going to make an intrusion at this point. The question is whether or not some like do all abilities like manifest in some way, or like do they like have visual markers, or can I use them stealthily?
Oh, I see. I mean, specifically for your character that is a stealthy type, I would imagine that you have found out how to stealthily do magic, yes?
Okay, so as everybody's looking around, very quickly, before it becomes too big of a problem or they ask another question, I just calmly go, I just do sketches from time to time. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
All right, noted. It costs 3 stress and 4 intellect points. You have an edge of 2, so it just costs 2 intellect points. And I'm not sure if it applies here, but I would say 2 stress instead of 3 because you have like that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That thing. So like, cool. I love that. Thank you very much for that. I'm going to also ask you to roll stealth, not for everybody in the room. This is for Ezra specifically.
Okay.
Because you know how to do this for people, like everybody else, but Ezra is right next to you and is looking at you directly.
Okay. So what's the check on this?
This is stealth. You're using speed. You're just rolling. You're trained in it too. This is going to be at a. You have to hit a level 6.
At 18 on stealth.
Mm-hmm. To make sure Ezra doesn't see you, and you are trained, so technically that's a 5 now. If you want to push it further down to make it easier for you, you can.
I probably should. That would be smart. So,
right, so it's a 5 now because you're trained. Now, if it's you can apply effort.
How do I apply an effort?
With your
it's speed. Okay,
speed,
so I need to spend like 8
3
point of speed or 2?
3 points. Mm-hmm.
Okay, 3 points of speed. Shoo. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so I need to roll a 12.
You need to roll. Yes, you need to roll 12.
Okay. I'm trying to make an important decision here, but you know something? I rolled a 10.
Okay, I'm gonna do some math here. So you had 2 XP. You said that it was like a player intrusion, but you just technically did an action.
Yeah, like it's not an actual player intrusion.
So it's not an actual. I just wanted to make sure because I don't want to take away from your XP. But
actually, you want to know what? Maybe I should use my XP for that because it ruins things.
All right. So did you want to
immediately?
So did you want to use an XP to?
Can I use an XP to just make Ezra not notice?
Yeah, that would be a player intrusion. So you can use a 1 XP. So like Ezra notices something for a moment because he failed, but doesn't even like he's like, hey, that was weird. But like goes back to taking notes.
I think the way that would work is that what Ezra notices is that like suddenly beads of sweat are happening in the room, and like our beads of sweat are happening on Ezra. Not on Ezra. Oh my God, my character's name is Orphe. Beads of sweat are happening on Orphe, and it's just like, you good? I mean, if you're hot, we can like adjust the temperature type of situation. Because where did all that sweat come from?
Mm-hmm. Like Ezra's looking at you, like dips into their pocket and pulls out like napkins. Like it is hot in here.
Oh, thanks. You know, sketching is hard work sometimes.
Oh yeah, I know it. Mm-hmm. Like looks back and like goes back to his notes, but clearly like he didn't think too much of it. Like it was like, okay, something happened, but like whatever. And you do see
And
like Natalie like, oh, you know what? Yeah, that's a fair point. I'm sorry. I'm just on the itch. Yeah, sorry.
the memory that she has of that moment is everything except for the last panel with Andy and the spider webs.
Yeah. So like she's like, yeah, I should like I know better. Like you should get to what you're doing. She takes a step back and
No, 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 not at all. It's very important, to be thoughtful about details. It's kind of a big part of our job around here. I appreciate the fact that you care so much about noticing the world around you. I really do.
thanks.
It's probably kept a number of people safe over the years, or the time that you've been here at least.
I'm not gonna have you roll for that. Like that helped a lot for her. Because I think no roll needed. The guilt is palpable from her. So like you see her like like fidgeting with her hands and like cracking them, and she stops pacing, but like there is like a sad smile on her face that she's appreciative of.
Thank you all for taking the time to talk to me. And aside from that, I'm actually, and Orphe pulls out a piece of paper and scribbles a small note and folds it in half and hands it to Regina to read at a time of their convenience.
I like that this is a thing that you do. Regina like just like blankly stares at you, then looks at the piece of paper, and then like not rudely, but like plucks it from your fingers, and she's like, okay, like thank you for taking the time. Obviously, if you need to ask any more questions, like she like dips into her pocket, produces immediately two business cards. Here's my number. If you need to ask anything, if you need me to forward their phone numbers, and points to Juliet, who has been fully detaching herself from everything that's happening.
Hardcore dissociating.
Yeah, hardcore dissociation. She looks like very like what's the word like resting bitch face for her, but clearly like this is a tactic. I'm disconnecting right now because I don't know anything, and any thought processes might like freeze her. Um, and for Natalie, she nods, but arms crossed over. Um, like Ezra takes a card. Yeah, thank you. And we'll follow up, and we'll let you know. Listen to the report. Uh, and I just want to let it know that we will be updating you as we find information. I know that like people are being quiet about it at the moment. I'm pretty certain it's because they don't want to rattle any feelings, because this was a close team member of yours, and they want to make sure that they have their information correct before they tell you any information. So totally understand, and we'll be in contact. We'll talk to you later. Or if you notice that Ezra has like a very somber tone to them, very empathetic and understanding of like team members not knowing enough, and potential loss or missing members. So knows exactly what to say. It's very like, because they have a little bit of sass to them, and then they have a lot of like professionalism to them, and this is like another level of professionalism. You might not have seen this often from them. Very quick, very empathetic, nods their head, and then gestures to the door. Um, we'll talk to you later. Opens it and leaves it open for you to walk through.
You know, you handle that really well.
Oh yeah, I know. Like, and closes the door as you walk through. Oh yeah, I know. It's like, I'm a professional or something like that.
I mean, well, sure, but it's kind of like, I don't know, when you talk to a person who's been a professional sniper and they know how to talk to people who have been down that road. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. All right,
Oh,
before I do
by the
anything, what were you
mhm.
gonna say? What were you gonna say?
I was going to say something else to Ezra, but do you want me to wait for a second to say
Yeah,
that?
like at one moment, before I forget, you got 2 XP from the intrusion, which was like Natalie coming in, but immediately give one of those XP to one of our other players and give a reason why.
Oh, this one's easy. I'm going to give that XP to Marcus. And the reason I'm going to give it to Marcus is because we are joined by a tattoo. So when I go to use that memory edit power, they're just like, I feel a disturbance in the force. But yeah, I feel that there is a moment where when they go to tap into this supernatural ability they have, it like resonates with the magic tattoo that Marcus gave them. That's why they get this 1 XP.
All right. Marcus
I'm
is
going to
noted.
have, and thinking about that, if this is how that works, I'm going to have a lot of fun figuring out how Janemba gets these because they're going to be funny.
I am so excited for that too. So continuing on after you got your XP, yay, good for you. We're passing them around. Ezra like makes an expression that you can't quite note, and if you would like to learn about it, you can do psychology on him.
Okay, psychology. What difficulty are we rolling?
Same thing, which was a 6.
Okay, just wait.
Thank you.
TN6.
Yeah, I'm just making sure. Yep. He is still like level 6 if you want to make it easier. You're trained in it, so it's a 5. And
I'm
then
gonna make this intellect a 9, so that is a 12, I guess, at this point.
You need to make it hit a 12.
If you want to know what that look was for,
Mm-hmm.
this dice has an 11 on it.
Okay. And oof.
You see what I mean?
Yeah. So you have 2 XP. You can use one to re-roll the dice if you want to, but that is entirely up to you. Because like XP is like you can use that however you like. You can use it to advance, but you can also use it to re-roll.
You know, I have a feeling. On the one hand, I want to use it. On the other hand, I'm just like, I feel like at some point advancing is going to be important for us, like just surviving the story we're in. So maybe
Just
I
like
shouldn't do
advancing
that.
up 1 tier would make y'all like infinitely more hard to kill. Like so, like you're already like at a 2, like when y'all started. So like going up 3 is pretty nifty. So that is noted.
I should I should probably chill for a
Okay.
second.
Yeah,
But
so,
yeah,
all right, so this is how it's described because you got close. Like, so you got 11, you need to hit a 12, right? So, like, you got really close. So you stare at him, and then he, like, makes a face that he quickly, like, steals away. You saying, like, hey, like, you know, that was really good for, like, you know, like, that was really good. That was really good work for you. Some people, like, know what to say because they've been there before. Kind of implying that was what your words were doing. And he said, like, we should get that bacon, egg, and cheese. I'm getting hungry, so he starts walking away immediately. Like he's like
I
not
was
even
like,
waiting for you.
fair enough. Oh, but wait, did you want to see the sketch I drew?
Yep. So like he's gone.
But I think he's already gone before I can finish it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, huh. And then just follow him as quickly as I can.
Mm-hmm. And you do. Awesome.
I make a note to ask. I pull out my ledger to make the book out. And just like, Ezra grieving Prem ...
Because yeah.
No, I'm not going to do that now. I'm making a note to do that at some point later.
Oh, I know. Like that's good. But you did find out stuff, even if you didn't fully like, you know, like you didn't like fully like, oh hey, like not finding out the answer still gave you an answer. Does that make any sense? So he was just like, yeah, I'm gonna leave this situation immediately. So you still found out stuff, just not exactly what it was. So you get 2 XP because you found out more about character arc. You found some more stuff in regards to like the fuck was that? Cool. Amazing. . We go to Janemba and Marcus. Y'all are heading out of the court, right? You're heading towards Andy's apartment. Or are you meeting
Correct.
up with the cleaner that like will show you the way to the apartment?
Yeah, there was somebody mentioned.
You look through your paperwork because you're like, oh yeah, like y'all are left alone after like Ezra and Orphe left. You know, okay, well,
Mhm.
we're going to the thing, and y'all are looking. So what does that look like as y'all are looking through? Y'all are by yourselves.
At least for Marcus, he's looking through his notes in his little roughed up notepad, trying to figure out that name for the cleaner. A little bit of a ink mark on his beard before he like rubs it off, and there's a little stain. So he just like, I didn't get that name. What was that?
Uh, Cynthia and Dorian.
No, those are like informants. So
Okay,
like
and
you're
then I
still
have
looking through.
Christine, who's an auctioneer. Uh,
I believe that like Theo had left it for y'all to view. I don't think he actually said the name.
oh,
So I think
okay.
that he left a file for like, hey, I can get that information for you. And just as you're like, who, what, you're like looking through, you're like flipping through, like, did I miss it? Y'all
Hmm.
get dings on your like the group chat from Theo of like who the person is.
Oh, where's my? Yes. Oh no, phone. Okay.
How does this
Doing
thing
like
work again?
the triangle. Two people that don't know how to use smartphones for some reason. So like
Iconic.
you're like my pocket, and it's like, where did I put it? You hear the dings. You pull out your phones, both of you, eventually together at the same time. You're like, ah, here I am. This is what it is. And Theo has sent the message like, by the way, cleaner. One of the cleaners that was at the scene, that was the initial check-in person checking in, is Malcolm Henry. There was a team of cleaners of like 3 to 4 people. But Malcolm's the only one that is okay with going back.
That's interesting.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I want to know why they want to go back.
Have you ever encountered a situation where you have not returned to the scene of a crime?
What do you what do you mean? Remember like a couple of years ago, there was that we talked about this before. There was one I couldn't go back. They kind of already closed everything up. You were there.
Uh, let's keep walking.
Okay. Okay.
And it gets
I
awkward.
swear you're there.
Hmm.
Okay. No, usually I go back. Things pop up after a while. You look at something for the first time and you get the first picture and you get tired of it, and then you finally go back when you need a new look. Something always shows up.
Yes. No, I agree. These cleaners who won't return. I wonder why their cowardice is so strong.
There must be a reason. Okay.
Malcolm
So
Henry will tell us.
let's get to Malcolm Henry then.
All right. So
What time of day is it?
this is like it's just afternoon. So
Okay.
like it's like now getting to like 12:31 at the moment.
Okay. Got a
Wait,
hood
no,
up.
I might be full of it. Hold on, give me a second. um, no, that's about like I would say that's about right. Like I would say more close to 11:30. To be honest, because like y'all all kind of got here at 9:30. Y'all had a meeting. That might have So like I think that we're close to 11:30 at the moment.
Okay.
Um, so yeah. You gather your things from the room. Y'all have an objective to go to meet up with Malcolm Henry. He's a cleaner. You know that the cleaner headquarters is on the second floor. So not sure how you're going to go about finding him, but like you're pretty certain that you can just talk to someone on the floor and say like, "Hey, I'm looking for this person." It's pretty easy normally. Cleaners are very straightforward, extremely straightforward. So just they're like, just what do you want? Like that is your experience with a cleaner. So you'll head out, you'll leave, and you go to the second floor. Um, uh, Similarly, because y'all are on the third, y'all seem like very proactive people. Y'all took the stairs.
Yeah, it's one
That
flight of
seems about right.
stairs.
Yeah, it's one flight of
Fine.
stairs. It's fine. Don't be that person. So that's just like, let me wait for an elevator to only go up one floor. This is a very busy building. You go. The it's awkward between you two, because like, hey, remember? No, like, well, we talked about this, and I think that's like ruminating for you, Marcus, because I'm gonna guess this isn't the first time where like, like you've noted something off with Janemba. Actually, before you even get to the stairs, because I would like to do something for you. I will call this an intrusion for you, Marcus. As you're walking to the stairs, you're thinking about Janemba, and like that's a little weird. Okay. You are stopped by someone like tugging on the back of your shirt. You turn
And
around.
he'll like instinctively just be like, "What is that?"
You see Terry there. So Terry is one of the archivists that works at the lower libraries where y'all just came from. It seemed like he was like shuffling behind you to quickly catch you. This is a man that has like really large, like bug-like glasses. Has like graying on the sides of his head. Has like blonde hair, like sandy blonde hair. But you can see those grays coming in. He's a decent amount older than you. Like, you're in your 30s. He's like late 40s, maybe 50s. You haven't asked. And he like catches you by like the elbow of your shirt, your jacket. Hey,
Harry, I told
sorry.
you never to do that again.
Sorry. It's just how I do that. Like I should really
Yeah.
call out to people versus like, physical touch, but
Mhm.
like I'm just one track minded, but I just was checking in on like you found anything out?
Found anything? No. I talked to the daughter. That's pretty much it. And something else got added to the day. So
Ah, real
right
case.
now, yeah, yeah. So right now it's on the back burner. But once I figure out how to send you a message on this thing, I'll get you info.
He shakes his
Um,
head at you like, what do you mean? You don't know how to use like a smartphone? You're
it's the
younger than
group
me.
texting.
Okay.
Yeah, when you're freelancing, this doesn't really apply. There's a lot of like, how do you mute the notifications? And what if I don't want to be in Isabella's 30th year party? I don't want to be in this group chat. And now I don't
That's what
know.
happens when you're not a freelancer anymore. You're now part of all the company invited parties. You get used to it.
I don't.
Sorry. Or you can choose to ignore
Yeah.
them like a champ, like I do.
Well,
Like pats you on the
that's
shoulder.
yeah. That's what they like nod and just like, yeah. That's what I'm. Yeah, I'll figure it out. But
Yeah.
Will this
information.
exchange continue any longer?
Oh God! Like he turns around and sees
Oh,
Janemba just standing there, like,
lurking on the
here,
stairs.
walk with us.
Arms
Yeah, walk with us.
crossed.
Like just one floor.
yeah. Sorry, like walking, talking. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And it, like follows after you.
Here, they. I have notes, but I don't know where to put it. They pass to Terry the the items from the desk that they have
You have keys.
found.
You have a set of keys that was on the
Yes,
desk. Yeah.
that's what it was.
So you're gonna give Terry the keys?
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna pick this up later, but if this any of this looks familiar to you, this is all I have right now.
Like he looks at it, and he like the jingle, like when you like pull it out and you give it to him, he's like, "Okay, keys." He looks at it. He does the like picks it up and like dangles it in front of his face, like that's gonna help, like like over like specifically one eye. And you're wondering if he's like doing any kind of like enhancement magic or something like that to look at this. But like it happens really quick, so you're not sure. It's like these might be like either safety deposit box or like a storage unit key. Maybe. I don't know which one. Like, but I could look into it. I'll hold it for you.
Yeah, we'll be back soon. We're just gonna take a trip, and then in the afternoon, I'll be right there, and I'll pick it up.
Awesome. All right. Thank you for all the help that you have done so far. I'm sorry you didn't find anything, but this might be something. You never know.
Yeah.
Points at Janemba. Yeah, and like walks away. Like just like the nerves of like, oh, I'm still scared. Like he's like, I'm scared of this person, and then goes back to the floor, like the third floor. And y'all continue. Like Janemba, you're like, okay, what was that exactly?
You have a busy schedule.
I like to keep busy, but sorry about that. Manager? What do I refer to you now? Like, even though we've been working for a while?
I have not actually received a promotion. It will be, I will earn the title based on my merits within this particular, and they like gesture, task. We must solve this mission.
Oh, this is, okay, so the promotion is contingent on this. Got it.
Contingent, yes.
Well, keep a busy schedule sometimes.
Title? You are no longer a freelancer?
No, I work here full time now. And he has like a very like, if he was holding a cup of coffee, like a distant look. Full time.
When did that happen?
A couple of years now. And still is weird, but the waking up at, I don't know, early to get to work is new for me, but it's good. The department's pretty simple. I don't have to do a lot. Being a hunter, I guess. Nothing too different. The staff meetings, that's new.
I tire of this idle work talk. Let us interview. Who? The cleaner. Let us speak to the cleaner.
Malcolm. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds far more interesting.
I feel like we're probably at the top of the stairs with like the little clunky emergency heavy doors you gotta pull open.
Yeah, so you open them. You swing it. You're used to your strength, like, getting ahead of you. But you catch it before, like, it slams against the door, like the wall. And you're like, oh, yeah. And, like, walk through your lumbering frame fully filling the door. You're dipping your head so that your horns don't catch.
There's definitely scrape marks at the top where previously I didn't remember to duck.
Yeah. You've learned better from this. Marcus, you come through and you successfully had your GM intrusion, so you get 2 XP. You need to split that. 1 XP goes to who?
I feel like with this, just the talk with Janemba is going to go to Janemba, just 1.
Okay. I did like the oh hey, like you're learning like, hey, this person's memory of me is not exactly like sound, I think, or like something's up. And just Janemba being Janemba, like, I tire of this idle office talk. Let us proceed. Amazing. So y'all get to the floor. The second floor, Cleaner HQ, is very interesting. So it is a floor split in half in regards to one side is clearly like high tech hacker setups, right? Like they are dialed into the mainframe. Like each station is unique to each individual hacker. Or if it's a team of hackers, they have they're back to back and it's like a whole pen kind of situation. So some of them have squashmallows, some of them have a different, so it's very clearly this is the, if you've ever been to a tech startup, Like that's what it looks like over there. And then the other side is like there is no cubicles. There is like a lot of like standing like bar tables kind of situation where people can stand and talk really quickly. You see that like there's clearly like, hey, we got the nerds on the left hand side and then we got the jocks on the right hand side. So like we got the street tech people, like which is wearing like black, like waterproof, like reflective out of clothes kind of situation. They look like they came from Mirror's Edge, the video game. Most of them you can't really see their faces very well because they're either in the middle of doing work, so like they have hoods up, or like and they're talking to each other really quickly. The ones that are like hanging out for the day, or like they haven't been assigned anything, like you can see their faces essentially. Like they're comfortably talking with each other. They have coffee. They're like, yeah, like, yo, what's up? Like, what's good? Like, what are you up to? You know, stuff like that. The most casual of floors for the most intense of the work that they do. It's kind of funny because you know that cleaners are not really meant to be fucked with in any capacity. Yeah. On the tech side, the nerd side, like they can like essentially zero you, so like remove your whole identity from the internet and everywhere very quickly, and then you mix that with magic, that's you're gone, like you don't exist. The right hand side, like they can do that physically, and like they're just like, hey, they can like just physically remove you. So you're like, oh, this is kind of chill, all things considered, for the things that they do. So yeah, you know that Malcolm, like on his file, noted probably by Theo, that he's a type of cleaner called a ghost. So like he's not a hacker. He is like someone that goes out. So he's on the right hand side. He's a jock. He's the core jock, right? So you're like, okay, so we need to be on that side. So how are y'all gonna go about finding Malcolm?
As soon as Janemba and Marcus step in, and we kind of like see everything that's described, and we kind of get the vibe of the room, maybe in 3 to 5 seconds, Janemba hesitates at the doorway, and they look down to Marcus. I have an instinct to simply shout the name of who we request, but I wish to learn and do better. Is this the correct solution to our problem?
When Marcus came out and saw the office, their face went from like not really caring to like, what is in this room right now?
Where am I?
Where have I stepped into? And that is the face that Janemba, you can see. They're just, I feel like there are no rules here. What's best, I think, say the name. Let's see whose head pops up.
I have a great voice that carries sound that is powerful. Malcolm Henry! And like, it's a good show.
Okay. I kind of want to make you roll this. I don't know why. I don't know what it is yet. Hold on. I'm gonna just say it's like a general intellect, but like we can say performance. You're not trained in it, so it's just like a normal base. So I would say, because it's not like how any other floor operates, like the rules kind of don't apply here, it's not that hard. So like this is like a level 3, so you need to hit a 9 or higher.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. How does a 5 do?
Not great at all. So I think you all got 2 XP from last session. So yeah. Like, if you want to re-roll, you can. Otherwise, I will describe like how no one hears you. Like...
Oh, that's just so sad. Okay, I'll use my XP.
Okay, so 1 XP to re-roll. You have now, I'm just going to mark it here for me, 1. Go for it. Oh, no, you have 2 actually, because you got an extra XP from Marcus. So you had 3, you now have 2. They're good. So re-roll for me.
14.
Better. All right, so you like clear your throat. You take a stance. You go from the diaphragm. You roll your shoulders back, and then you yell. Like, you don't like scream it, right? You're just like, it's a baritone.
It's like a bellow.
It's a bellow. Malcolm Henry, loud. And it resounds, and like the clacking on the left hand side stops, and then like all nerds turn to look at you. On the right hand side, you saw like a whole bunch of like just black waterproof like outfits swish in unison to look at you. Like all talking stops. There's a lot of like from further back, people are still talking. But anyone that was in your vicinity stopped talking, looked at you. Like there's two like cleaners that are like not that far away from you, like, hey, sup, what's up? Who you? Like one of them says. Another one smacks the arm, like, answer him. Like it's just like,
where is Malcolm Henry?
oh yeah, like looks back. You over there. Malcolm is like a few like of those high top like sitting areas, like back and looks up. You see like deep tan skin, like hazel eyes, sides shaved with like waves. Has like cut in his eyebrow, jaw that could cut glass. This is like a really handsome looking man. He like, and he's wearing like his hood is down, so like clearly he's not on assignment right now. Like he's like waiting. He was on his phone. And he like looks up and he's like, oh shit, what's up?
We request your attention.
What kind of attention? I do something?
Oh, no. Marcus Adani. Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
How's it
Malcolm.
going?
People call me
Janemba?
Mal. Don't call me Malcolm. My mom calls me Malcolm. That's weird. I don't want that.
Got it, Mal.
But yeah, nice to meet you. And you are like towering, looking up at you.
Janemba.
Nice
Can
to
I
meet-
call you Malcolm Henry?
No. Like he says, like very bluntly. No. Call me Mal,
Understood.
please. I appreciate you asking, though.
I like a title.
Like he looks to the side. He's like, yes. What do you need help with?
Questions?
Name
Oh.
Andy Parkerson.
Oh, so y'all are the ones that got assigned to the case then. Well, I moved
Yes.
really fast with that one. It's like less than 24 hours, I think.
Well, one of our own going through that, I guess.
So yeah.
Attention must be put on it, so.
Circumstances. Mm-hmm.
Agreed. Is this private enough, or do we want to, like, move somewhere else, Janemba?
Up to you, man. No one's really gonna like bother y'all here.
Yeah, just want to make sure you're comfortable. Okay, let's sit here, and wherever they were seated, like high above there, they'll go through there, just sit around like I'm guessing like there are these like pods that they sit around, like seats.
Yes. So it's like one of those. Oh God, Janemba.
Are those shaped like eggs or like those like half ottomans?
Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
it's like one of those half like bar stools like that just like cup your butt and that's it, and then it's just like
Yep.
this metal thing. So it's like
Uncomfortably, Marcus just like
it's uncomfortable
moves his
for a normal
duster.
person. So like you hear the creak for Janemba because like and he just looks like he's like it's sturdy, no worries. But
Okay.
yeah. So y'all have
Got
questions
it.
about Andy's apartment, right? Like someone told me that I was
Yeah.
might be taking someone today or tomorrow to look at it. So you want to talk about it first, or do you want to have me just take you there? Or I'm fine either way.
Well, let's chat first, and then let's head over there.
Sick.
Is that-
All right, cool. So what
Yep.
up?
First, just for me, what are your first thoughts about the place when you started like working at the, to clean it up? But then, Janemba, if you have
just
something.
because no. We don't. That wasn't a clean job. That was a check-in job. I know my name, like our title is cleaner, but we do.
You're right.
several
You're right.
things.
Yeah.
What did you see?
Well, it was just a normal, like, hey, like, check in on one of our crew members, find out if, like, he
That's
took
right.
something he wasn't supposed to take, or, like, if he was okay, right? Like, this is like a, hey, something weird happened. He left 12 hours prior. Immediately go find him. All right. Went in with 4 people. I was heading, so like I infiltrated first. I checked the bedroom, I checked the living room, kitchen, and one of my teammates checked the bathroom. And, well, they are kind of green. They just started this year. I think this would have been their first. It was bloody. It was a very bloody scene in there. And it wasn't like, oh, like, I don't know, like Elizabeth Bathory tub full of blood or kind of situation. No, it was.
Oh, so your partner found the bathroom full of blood.
Blood splatter everywhere. On the right-hand side, the tub, the walls. When you first enter, you don't see anything, but it's like you didn't even expect it. Like, you make a turn in and splattering the shower curtain, and like you just see it was just like stuff left behind, like clearly like
What kind of stuff?
viscera. Like,
Did you determine
Oh.
what parts?
no. Like, as soon as my other teammates saw it before I did, because I was doing the full external clear, they all, didn't, like, one of them threw up out of the bathroom. They at least left before. The other 2 got really cold, like turned pale. All of them, we all thought this was going to be a quick in and out check in, see if he's okay or thing. Not, oh, we saw a scene of a crime situation. So if I knew, then I wouldn't have taken first year cleaners in the first place. I've been doing this for like
you didn't
5
expect
years.
that, so
Yeah. But yeah, so we locked the scene down. This is a no clean room until we find out what happened to Andy. So,
Good.
but as soon as we do, I think, and he like leans in close and looks around, I don't think he's alive anymore. Like, if that's his blood, which I haven't checked, like it looked like enough blood that he ain't living anymore.
I too have seen a lot of blood on the outside of humans, and there is a certain volume at which you know they are no longer alive.
He nods, points at his nose. You get it.
I
Oh,
wish to
that's
see
sad
the
to
blood
hear.
spatter.
I can take you there. Like, obviously, like, it's kind of what I was waiting for. But anything else you want to ask?
no, I'm ready to go if you are. And the green partners, what are their names? Just for me.
Like, this is Ambrose. I don't have them. But I'll
Pretty
say,
much like
Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie. So like okay, so I'll just say he lists the names for you. You might have seen one of them in passing, but they're kind of like they just started. Like the youngest one, or the first, like not the youngest one, but the one that started the earliest has only been here for like 6 months. The one that has been here the longest has only been here for like a year and like 2 months. And most cleaners that just start out normally don't see like a bloody scene. They might see like broken bones or broken limbs of somebody, and they help to take them to like medical or something like that. But like they don't have a assigned specialty yet, essentially, is the best way to put it. So they're like, what? Oh no, lunch lost. I didn't even know it could be that bad. So
Marcus just shakes off a shiver when they had said that, and he grips his like duster as the edge of his coat just to get back into the present, and then like notes on his phone to send those 2 names like cupcakes or something, things like that.
so sweet.
He's he's used to the weird. The feeling afterwards, is part of the thing, but seeing blood and that much of it can turn anyone's stomach, and well, baked goods help that. So he just notes that for later. Turns to Janemba and Mal. Lead the way. Are we taking your car, or do we want to?
Oh yeah, I'll take the car. That's fine.
Great, great.
Company issued. I'm fine with that. Stands up, puts on his jacket, and heads out. You follow. And there is a bit of an unsettlingness of like, hey, probably on first glance, he probably didn't get a lot of insight. He just got enough to reiterate to like what it looked like. But he's like seasoned, like he's like he probably seen stuff like this before. Not often, but enough that he can make a discernment that whoever that belonged to, like immediately someone died here, is like what he's thinking. Like this is the scene of the death. Now where did they go? So that's what you're thinking as y'all walk out.